Whether you're an on-campus or online student, welcome to the University of Winnipeg. We are so happy to have you here. We're excited for you to join the UWinnipeg community. We hope your first year at the university will be filled with new experiences, new friends, and a lot of learning. Let's start by giving you a picture of what a year looks like. First up is fall term. There are many deadlines to remember when you first start classes. Whether you use a notebook, an agenda, or a whiteboard, I recommend starting each term by writing down all of the important dates you need to remember. For fall term, lectures begin in September. So do the roll call start of term activities hosted by the UWSA, which I encourage you to attend to get to know your new community. These events will be held on campus and online. Check out the UWSA's website for more information. Also in September, there are two important deadlines that you should remember. These are the end of the add-drop period and the date tuition is due. These are not the same date, so please make note of both. At the start of every term, students are given the chance to sample their courses to make sure they're a good fit, and to make any changes they need to their schedule without any financial penalty. The add-drop deadline is the last day of the term when you can drop a course and still receive a full refund for your tuition. If you register for a 6-credit-hour fall-winter course, you may receive a partial refund if you drop the course after the add-drop period, but within the 50% refund period. Keep in mind that all changes need to be finalized through WebAdvisor, but you can always ask Student Central for help if you aren't sure how to do something. Once you have settled on your courses, you need to pay your tuition. The deadline for tuition payments can be found on WebAdvisor or in the academic calendar. If you aren't sure how much is owed, statements are available through WebAdvisor. Paying tuition is quick and easy. You can pay through your online banking account the same way you would pay a bill. Just use your student number as the account number when prompted. International students can go to flywire.com to pay from a bank abroad. October is when most midterms will be held and many of your assignments and papers are due, but don't worry, this is also when reading week happens, so you'll have a chance to study and catch up on your assignments. It is a time to make sure you take a break, take time for yourself, and relax. The voluntary withdrawal date for your fall term courses is in November. Up until that date, you can still drop any of your courses. You are still responsible for your tuition fees, but the course will no longer appear on your transcript. Lectures end at the start of December, and you will be very busy finishing assignments and studying for exams. But after those are done, you can relax and celebrate as the university closes for winter break. Looking at winter term, you will see that it follows much of the same format as fall term, with the add-drop period and tuition deadline in January, midterms and reading week in February, the voluntary withdrawal deadline for winter term courses in March, and then final exams in April. Spring term is a very different term. Classes start at different times during the term. It's very important to check the withdrawal schedule to find out when the add-drop period is for each of your classes, as well as the voluntary withdrawal deadline. Dates for the spring term can be found online. Many of the classes are condensed, so it's important to be careful about your course load. One class in the spring term can feel like more work than in other terms because the classes move at a very rapid pace. One great resource that is accessible anytime is the University of Winnipeg website. There is an incredible amount of information available for you on a large variety of topics. If you're not sure where to look for answers, try accessing the student page by clicking on Current Student at the top left corner of the screen. Here you will find links to a variety of academic resources, online tools, and other helpful links. If you still can't find what you're looking for, try using the search engine on the top right corner of the screen. If your first choice classes are full, you will always have the option to add yourself to a waitlist. Then, if a spot becomes available in a course and you are next in line, you'll receive an email to your UW webmail account letting you know that you have 3 days to register. Make sure you are checking your UWinnipeg email address daily. If possible, we recommend having your email come to your phone so that you don't miss out on any important information coming from the university. Waitlists will be run until the end of the add-drop period, so keep checking for updates. Also, remember to keep your waitlist up to date. Use the Manage My Waitlist link in WebAdvisor to see where you are on the waitlist and to drop yourself from waitlists for classes that you are no longer interested in taking. The bookstore is where you can order all of your textbooks and UWinnipeg merch. You can buy or rent new textbooks, or you can choose a used copy and save some money. Hard copies can be picked up or mailed to you, while digital copies can be accessed online. Having your books shipped to you will take a little bit longer than picking them up in person, so make sure you place your order as soon as possible. Visit www.uwinnipegstore.ca for more information. There may be other options to purchase your textbooks, such as through private sales or online book vendors, or even through the library. However, keep in mind that the UW bookstore will have the right book with the right edition that your instructor has picked out for your class, so be careful when looking for books from other venues. Many of your instructors will be using Nexus, our online learning management system, to post course materials for you to review. Log in before classes begin to familiarize yourself with the layout. Some course materials may be posted by the start of class. Some classes are hosted online. Treat these classes as you would treat any other class and show up ready to learn. And don't forget to participate. Just because the class is online doesn't mean you can't ask questions or engage in class exercises just as you would in person. One of the most important documents you will receive is the course outline. Your course outline will have an overview of your assignments, the grading scheme for the course, important deadlines, required readings and textbooks, contact information for your professor, and an outline of topics covered each week. This is a document you will review multiple times throughout the course. Save it in an easy-to-reference place. Don't forget to make connections. Say hi to people sitting near you. Meeting new friends may be more challenging while taking online classes, but that doesn't mean you can't meet new people. Nexus will have a list of your classmates, their email addresses, and you can contact them through the application. I encourage you to reach out to your classmates and try and meet at least one new friend in the first term. You can use online platforms such as Zoom, WhatsApp, Google Hangout, and Facebook Messenger to connect outside of class. Professors are here to share their knowledge with you and assist you in learning. They love sharing their passion and their expertise. They are human just like you, so don't be afraid to reach out to them if you need help. If you're unable to attend a class or submit an assignment on time due to illness or an unforeseen circumstance beyond your control, please let them know as soon as possible. It is best to tell them ahead of time, but we understand that this is not always possible. Also remember, when reaching out to your instructor, it is important to use basic email etiquette. Address your professor professionally. Do not start an email with, "Hey, Prof," even if you know them really well. Use complete sentences and formal language. It is also essential that you include your first name and last name, as well as your student number. Always use your webmail address when emailing anyone at the university. This will make sure that you don't end up in their spam folder. There are some rules to follow whether your class is online or in person. Be respectful and don't chat with classmates while the lecture is going on. Participate in class discussions. Take notes. Show up on time and stay for the whole class. Limit your distractions and try not to distract others. If you are participating in a live online class, make sure to mute your microphone when it is not your turn to speak. Being a good student means that you meet university expectations and fully understand what academic integrity is, and the ramifications of not following the requirements. It means behaving honestly and ethically, including when writing assignments and tests. The opposite of academic integrity in university is academic misconduct. Please make sure to review the academic misconduct regulations in the academic calendar or in the resource guide. Here are some tips to help you maintain academic integrity. Don't wait until the last minute to complete assignments. Find out the citation method expected by your instructor and cite all of your sources appropriately. Express original ideas and opinions. Speak with your professors regarding expectations and requirements. Know university policies and regulations. Rules may be different or even contradictory to your past experiences. Always double check. Remember that you are part of a community now, surrounded by faculty, staff, and students who will support you throughout your time here. If you follow these tips, you'll be off to a great start at the University of Winnipeg.